Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Yeah, resolves. Oh, nice supreme verdict, opponent! The duplication has arrived. An opponent scoops it up. Well, that's good. Good supreme verdict protection. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. And while next week we get to start playing sweet new Ikoria cards, this week we are heading to Modern to play Chronozoa. We are making infinite illusions, hopefully, fingers crossed, that it actually works with Chronozoa in Modern. So let's talk about this ridiculous deck and then jump right into the game, see if we can actually go infinite with Chronozoa Twin, Illusion Twin, I don't know what we want to call it, but lots of Chronozoas on the battlefield. So Chronozoa is our namesake creature. It's a 4-mana 3/3 with flying. It has vanishing, so it starts with 3 vanishing counters. We remove 1 on each of our upkeeps. Chronozoa's ability, though, is when it would go to the graveyard from play, if it doesn't have any time counters, the vanishing counters left on it, we get 2 Chronozoas. So obviously, the way this was intended to be played is you play Chronozoa, you wait a few turns, after you run out of counters, if your Chronozoa is still alive, then you get 2. And then you wait a few more turns, then each of those make 2 more, and you have this kind of cell splitting, infinite number slowly building. However, we're trying to speed up this process. We're not waiting for Chronozoa to slowly lose its time counters. Instead, what we're trying to do is play Solemnity first to make it so creatures and a bunch of other stuff can't have counters placed on them, which means when we play Chronozoa, it's going to have 0 counters on it. It isn't going to die because vanishing, it's weird, it triggers when the last counter was removed, not when the creature has no counters on it. So just Solemnity Chronozoa isn't infinite. We need one more piece to the puzzle. The last piece of the puzzle is a sack outlet. If we can go sack outlet into Solemnity, into Chronozoa, then we just make infinite Chronozoas. We can get a Chronozoa with no vanishing counters. We can sack it to Viserys here, sack it to Woestrider, which also scries us through our deck, and when we sack Chronozoa, we get 2 Chronozoas. So then we can sack those 2 Chronozoas, which also have no time counters because we have Solemnity, which will make 4 Chronozoas. Then we sack those 4, which will give us 8, and then 16, and just exponentially increasing till we get enough illusions, an infinite number of illusions, and we beat our opponent down with 3/3 fly Chronozoas. So that is the main goal of the deck. The rest of the deck is mostly to support this plan. Kitchen Finks gives us a backup Chronozoa. It doesn't actually go infinite with tokens, but it does gain us infinite life. So Kitchen Finks, obviously, when it dies, it has Persist, normally comes back into play with a -1/-1 counter. If we have Solemnity, it doesn't get any counters, so we can just keep sacking Kitchen Finks to like Viserys here, gain infinite life, scry through our deck until we find Chronozoa. Then to win the game, we play Chronozoa, make infinite Chronozoas, do that to win the game. We also have a couple of Phyrexian Unlifes, just because we have Solemnity. If you're not familiar with this basically just locks damage out of the game. Phyrexian Unlife turns damage, once we get to 0 or less life, into infect damage, which are counters, but thanks to Solemnity, we can't get counters. So if we just go Solemnity and Phyrexian Unlife, we basically can't die to damage until our opponent kills one of the pieces. We also have some ways to find our combo pieces. Zur the Enchanter and also Lost Oromancers, another vanishing creature, help us find our enchantments. Zur, when it attacks, we get to find an enchantment converting mana cost 3 or less, which is Unlife or Solemnity, along with some sideboard cards. Lost Oromancers, basically the same trick as Chronozoa. If it has no time counters on it when it leaves the battlefield, you get to tutor for an enchantment, put it directly into play. It's a little awkward because technically we need Solemnity first to not have the time counters on it, but we can't just like run it out fairly, wait a couple turns, get our Solemnity, combo with Chronozoa. We also have Chord of Calling, which finds our Chronozoa. It can find our Zur if we need to find our Solemnity, find a sack outlet if we have the rest of the combo pieces, and to go with Chord of Calling, we have Birds of Paradise Noble Hierarch, which just ramp us into our combo and give us cheap creatures to convoke out Chord of Calling and get our important 4-drops early in the game. Otherwise, Path to Exile gives us some removal. Mana Base, not going to talk about every land, look it up in the deck list, but basically it's a pile of fetch lands, getting a ton of shock lands because we're technically a 4-color deck, along with some basic lands in case we get Blood Mood. In the sideboard, this is where most of our interaction is. Veil of Summer to protect against counters and removal, a bunch of counters of our own, some Ether Gust, Detention Sphere, Stony Silence to tutor up with Zur for removal and shutting down artifact decks. Night of Autumn does a little bit of everything. We can Chord of Calling for it. Ashiok is our graveyard hate. You're probably wondering why not Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace seems perfect for the deck because we're able to tutor it out with Zur and then just lock graveyards out of the game. The problem is it actually shuts down our Chronozoa combo because it's a replacement effect, so our Chronozoa would never actually die with a Rest in Peace out. So we need to have Graveyard Hate that doesn't ruin our combo, which leads us to Ashiok, and that is Infinite Illusions for Modern. And that's our deck for today, so let's jump into the games, see if we can make Infinite Illusions, not tricks, illusions, with Chronozoa in the Modern format. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with the wrap up. If you enjoyed today's deck, make sure to purchase it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. For a limited time, you can get a Scoop Soldier sticker for free if you mention Scoop Soldier in your order notes during checkout. Alright, against the odds time, we are looking to make infinite... Oh, this hand... We're going to keep it. We're looking to make Infinite Illusions in Modern, playing some Chronozoa and Solemnity. This hand is interesting. The problem is it's slow. The good news is it has lots of combo pieces. We have Solemnity, we have a Kitchen Finks, Zur can get Phyrexian Unlife if we need it to, Court of Calling, can get additional combo pieces like Chronozoa, so we have a lot of what we need to win the game. The problem is, oh no. Come on, Solemnity, give us a land. Alright. Alright, don't kill us. Don't kill us. Don't kill us on turn 2. If we don't die this turn, we get to Solemnity, and I don't think our opponent can beat that. Oh, come on. Come on. If we leave up our lands, our opponent could be afraid of Icefang Coatl to chump block. I guess they wouldn't have Death Touch, though. We just gotta hope that they can't literally kill us this turn. Might of Velcrosa. Come on. Combat. Opponent attacks. No death. No death. Okay. Oh, got him. Yes! There's an upside to playing Solemnity. So we will take a Breeding Pool tap. Oh, our opponent's just going to scoop. Oh, this is like the Nightmare for Infect. Breeding Pool, Temple Garden, also tapped. Untap. Land. Solemnity. Your go. I guess I could have Force Negation or something. I don't think they normally play that, though, in the main. Spell Pierce? Okay. Okay, okay. Well, hopefully you draw some Noble Hierarchs. I wonder if our opponent realizes just how in trouble they are. I don't think they can beat it. Obviously, we're not playing Solemnity to beat Infect, but we're fine with beating Infect with Solemnity. If we can draw one more land, we can get Zur. We can tutor for a sack outlet with Court of Calling. We're not that far away from making Infinite Illusions. Opponent. No reason to attack. Ooh. Well, Kitchen Fangs. Go. There's Chronozoa. We still need one more land. Ship the turn. I'm guessing our opponent just doesn't have a card that beats this, but maybe they do. Windswept Teeth. Yeah. For Dryad Arbor. So Dryad Arbor is that's our opponent's plan. Unfortunately, we have an infinite Kitchen Fix there as well. What we want to do is just draw a land. If we draw a land, we can Chronozoa, and then we can Court of Calling for a sack outlet and go infinite. Opponent. We draw Birds of Paradise. Well, we will play Birds of Paradise. We will pass the turn. Opponent Kraken. Sure. Breeding Pool tapped. I mean, we kind of have all the time in the world because of Solemnity, so we can take our time to get this set up. While Solemnity is good, what is not good is Phyrexian Unlife. It doesn't do anything. Opponent. Gets in with Birds of Paradise. Sure, sure, sure. Well, let's Court of Calling. Get Birds of Paradise. Untap. We could have gained infinite life, but we wanna Chronozoa. Chronozoa. Pass the turn. And Chronozoa can play defense. Get in. Next turn, Court of Calling, sack outlet, Infinite illusions? I think we're actually going infinite. This is what we've been wanting to do. I mean, Solemnity has been the big deal this match, but opponent untaps. The cells are going to replicate. Unless our opponent concedes. Aww, opponent concedes. Well, good news is we got Solemnity. That is all we care about. Alright, opponent playing Infect. We can bring in, I guess, Ether Gust. Definitely going down Phyrexian Unlife. That doesn't do anything. And then that might be about it. We could bring in just a random counter. They're kind of slow, though. Or like Detention Sphere for more removal. Yeah, let's bring in a Veto. Run it like that. Well, Manadork Solemnity is the dream. It's so brutal against what our opponent's doing. I really want to replicate though and make infinite illusions. We had it set up too. We just didn't get to actually do it because our opponent conceded. If we got to untap there, we would have got to do it. Well, all right. We got a Solemnity, and we have a path, which is also good. So we got a plan. Play Solemnity, win. Opponent. Crags Catacombs. Glistener Elf. Win Subteeth. I think we just kill Glistener Elf. Don't be greedy. Opponent mulliganed. Temple Garden. Untapped. Path you. Kill it while our opponent's tapped out. Opponent. Alright, Ink Moth Nexus and Bladed Agent. Okay, do we die next turn? Oh, so many lands. Well, win Subteeth go. Alright, this is a moment of truth. Are we fast enough? Can we resolve Solemnity, or do we die with it in hand? If I had known our opponent was on the 3 Infect creature hand, we probably would not have pathed immediately. Infect doesn't have that many creatures. They usually have 8 Infect creatures and then Ink Moth. Opponent, combat. Oh dear. Attacks. Opponent could also have Spell Pierce, even if we live. Alright. Well, crack. Win Swept Teeth. Take a Breeding Pool. Untap. I'm tempted to wait one more turn. I feel like our opponent's holding up Spell Pierce. Let's play Birds of Paradise. Flooded Strand, go. So this does mean our opponent could kill us. It also means we can play for Spell Pierce next turn for this Solemnity. If we're alive. Opponent, combat, attacks. Oh dear. Oh, they need to have a land. Oh, it's only +2/+2. Okay. Well, crack Flooded Strand. Keep thinning the deck. Get a Godless Shrine tapped. Untap. Oh my goodness, the lands. This is getting a little insane. I'll play the land, play Solemnity. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent didn't blow it up yet. We are going to have to draw, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Whew. That is so many lands. Scavenging Ooze, sure. What? Really? 1, 2. So we're going to have 12 lands out of our deck? That's so many. But Solemnity solves all of our problems. Or at least most of them. Taken, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Untap. Well, play Viscera. Watery Grave tapped. Alright! Court of Calling does it. Chronozoa does it. Oh, we want the Infinite Illusions! Yeah, in fact, players probably not prepared for Solemnity. It's so randomly hosing. Alright, Dryad Arbor, sure. Kind of funny that it also keeps ooze from growing, so our opponent can't even try to like grow a big ooze and kill us. That doesn't work. They can kill Solemnity though. Booted. Hits us, passes. Chronozoa! Infinite Illusions! Oh my goodness, we did it. Play a land. Oh, we did it! We did it! I think. I mean, as long as there's not a removal spell. Chronozoa. Let the fun begin. Sack you. Make 2 of you. Here they come, here they come. Sack you. Sack you. Yes! Yes! We actually did it! Alright, Infinite Illusions. Oh, Doofus is crying. I mean, well, we could keep doing this forever until we get like 200 of them, but we will be nice. We can keep doing it instant speed as well. So, to the bottom. And now we just untap, beat down. Yeah, we'll keep Corticalling. That's fine. Corticalling, 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 Corticalling. And, alright, in fact, your go. Oh, please don't kill our Solemnity. Opponent. It actually worked. Opponent eats Chronozoa. That is acceptable. And untaps. And dead. Infinite Illusions. Opponent. Combat. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We should probably make a couple more Chronozoas just to make sure. Just to make sure our opponent's very, very dead. Sack, sack. Alright. That should be enough. Untap. Go to combat. Swing. With a whole bunch of Chronozoas. Ooh, we're in Feck's Nightmare. Attack, 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 attack. Get in there. Infinite Illusions. And, sorry, in fact. Chronozoa. I mean, that's exactly what we would dream would happen, except this matchup's even better for us than normal because of Solemnity, so, sweet. We will take it. Sweet, sweet. Alright. Against the odds time, do we keep this? We're trying to make infinite elementals. So this hand's slow. We do have Chronozoa, Sack Outlet, Zur, which if we get it down can theoretically get our Solemnity. We're gonna mulligan. I don't think it's good enough. It's just too slow. Alright, well, this will keep. This is also not swift. We can put a basic swamp to the bottom. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see. A Mana Dork would be helpful, but look out on turn 3. Things are going to start happening. I mean, this hand's not horrible. If we don't get run over immediately because of how slow it is, Zur can get Solemnity, then we can Chronozoa, and then, oh boy, this feels like a Thoughtseize matchup. And then we can find a Sack Outlet and go infinite, hopefully. I don't even know if we crack this, honestly. Yeah, I guess we do. Bloodstained Yeah. So it looks like Death Shadow. Blood Crypt. Ooh, Swift Spear. Alright, sure. Huh. Why would you... okay, well. Not sure why our opponent Mishra bobbled before Monastery Swift Spear, but... Alright, they haven't... Holy... They're casting so many spells on turn 1. Alright, yeah. So opponent's going to be close to Death Shadow range. They're going to draw 2 extra cards. We're going to start taking damage. Well, Kitchen Finks is nice. That can play some defense. Eventually. Yeah. Opponent, combat. Gets in. Hits us. 18. We will take it. I think we do crack one Swept Teeth and get a Breeding Pool. We don't want to shock ourselves if we draw Mana Dork. Windswept Teeth. Breeding Pool. Tapped. Yeah, opponent gets to refuel with the baubles. Oh god, Shrine tapped. Pass the turn. Well, we got the lands we need. Are we going to be fast enough? Are we going to get Thoughtseized into oblivion? Street Wraith number 2. Another Swift Spear. Does our opponent not have a second land after drawing half their deck? Alright, there's a land. Oh no, is this Death Shadow too? I don't know if we can survive all these Swift Spears and a Death Shadow. That's asking a lot. Thoughtseize. That's not much more helpful. So there goes our Kitchen Finks, I assume. Yeah, Finks down. Life total also down to 13. Good draw. We need a good draw. Oh boy. Okay. Flooded Strand go. So slow. Well, yeah. We might die this game without casting a spell. We have a million mana dorks, we just didn't hit any. I mean, I guess we were on the mulligan, but turn 4 Zer not seeming likely to be swift enough here. Peak land for our opponent. We needed that Kitchen Fangs. Bone it. Combat. If our opponent has no spells, we have some hope. No prowess triggers, please. Uh-oh. About it. I feel like our opponent's done a ton of things, and we've done... Oh, dear. Become immense. I feel like our opponent's played a million spells, and we have played none. Yeah, we're... we're in trouble. 8, 9, 10. So we go to 3. Death Shadow. Alright. Yeah, there's not a way we can get out of that now. Okay. Well, that was a really slow hand. And we had to mulligan, so... it happens. Death Shadow. We want... I guess we can bring in Detention Sphere. Bring in Veil of Summers. Go down Lost Dormancer. Go down... Good news is, Unlife Solemnity seems like it should be really good against our opponent's deck if we happen to get it down. We'll go down a Woe Strider. We'll go down... Kitchen Fink seems necessary. What else do we cut? I feel like we need all these cards, so we can't cut Chronozoa. Maybe we go 2 Zers and go down a Corda Calling? Ugh. Alright, let's try it like that. I don't really like cutting Zer because Phyrexian Unlife seems great against our opponent's deck, but... well, we get to play first. Okay, well, at least we got mana this game. Ew, and mismatched Noble Hierarchs for some reason. So we can get Overgrown Tomb, I guess, and try to get to this Zer, maybe? Path is also good. I mean, if we actually get to start attacking with Zer, life becomes much better. Misty. Crack it. Grab a Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. And the Noblest of Hierarchs. Go. No Thoughtseize. We need this, sir. Vern Catacombs, opponent cracks it. Overgrown Tomb, untapped. And Thoughtseize. Aww. We really wanted that Zer. Yeah, there goes Zer. Opponent passes. Well, unfortunately, I think we're just going to play Solemnity. It would be nice to keep developing our mana, but our opponent plays so many discard spells, and Solemnity is so important to what our deck's trying to do, that I think we just got to get it on the battlefield. So now we need Chronozoa, mostly, and then eventually a sack outlet. Opponent has a Tarmogoyf. Sure. Also, ooh, close. Very close. So I'll play Noble Hierarch. Play Noble Hierarch. Ooh, all right. No Thoughtseizes, please. We have the Chronozoa. We have the Solemnity. Oh, if we can dodge Thoughtseize here, we just go infinite. We don't go infinite, but we have an infinite blocker, and eventually we'll find the sack outlet to go infinite. Street Race cycled. That's fine, as long as it's not a Thoughtseize. Opponent, combat. Attacks. We will take 3. Down to 14. And another Goyf. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No Thoughtseize. Ooh. Wow, we're really close to going infinite. Well, we are definitely getting down Chronozoa. Chronozoa. I think I've said its name wrong. And not only wrong, but wrong in like 20 different ways. All right. Kill it, opponent. Kill it. The combo's really funny because it puts it puts our opponent in such a funny position. If they attack into it, it's actually great for us because then we get 2, and then the next turn we get 4, and it just keeps expanding. And then next turn, if our opponent doesn't Thought Seize, we can just Court of Calling for a sack outlet and go infinite, and that should be enough. Crash through for trample. Yeah. Now we might have to end up pathing a Goyf here, depending on what our opponent does. We will gladly Chronozoa block, though. Opponent, combat. Opponent does know about the path, too. Are we attacking? Alright, well, we will block. If our opponent, like, become immenses, then we'll path a Goyf. Otherwise, we can take 3. That's fine. Ooh, it's an illusion. Alright, so, up to 2. Opponent passes. Well, we go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 6. And I think we actually just do this now because of Stubborn Denial. So, Chord, X1, Viserys here, and here they come. We will sack our Illusion, Chronozoa, make 2 Chronozoas. Kitchen Finks, sure. Sack, more Illusions. This actually, like, oddly kind of works. Yeah, that's fine. Pass the turn. That's enough for now. Opponent untaps. I think we got him. Crash through, trample. It's going to take some really big Goyfs to get through an infinite number of Chronozoas. They're going to have to be really big. Opponent plays a land, because we can't just go back to making more, which we will momentarily. Combat. Attacks. Alright, well, let's make a couple more. 1, 2, 3. And opponent, yeah, they know what's happening. Scoops it up, and the deck actually kind of does what it's supposed to do. Like, the plan is really sort of kind of working. Do we want to do anything else? I guess we could Ether Gust. Yeah, let's run it back. I think we want to do exactly what we did that game. I think that is plan A, B, C, and also D. Just make an infinite number of illusions, win the game. Alright. Lots of combo pieces, no mana. No mana, no keep. Alright, we'll keep this. We will put, I guess, Viserys here to the bottom for now. Don't really need a sack outlet yet. Well, here they come. Street Wraith into Blood Crypt, untapped, and Monastery Schwiftspear. And also a Bobble. Yeah. Cracks it, peaks. Probably going to have to shock ourselves, too, unfortunately. Down to 18. Opponent gets to draw a card. Yeah, Temple Garden, untapped. And Birds of Paradise, go. We need a lot of combo pieces. We're way away. If our... Nothing pre-combat's good. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 15. Opponent does have a land. Cracks it. More big creatures. Overgrown Tomb. Down to 13. And there's the Goyf. Oh, the mana dorks. Alright, so we will play Birds of Paradise. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. So I think Court of Calling is what we really want. And we're going to need it pretty quick so we don't die to the board. Opponent. I guess just more removal could also be fine. Kitchen Finks would be fine. Opponent goes attacking. Yeah, I'll take it. Had to leave up mana because there are things that could kill us. Like Become Immense Temur Battle Rage would just combo kill us. So shocking yourself isn't great, but leaving up Path I think is necessary here. Plus it lets us leave up Veil of Summer. Ooh. Well, if our opponent actually... If our opponent actually goes for the combo kill, that would probably be the best thing for us, honestly. Like, if they just Temur Battle Rage Become Immense and we get to Path, that would be a 3-for-1 that could get us back in the game. Opponent. Battle Rage. Oh, they're going for it. Alright. Well, saved by the Path, I think. Yeah, I mean, Path you. We would choose not to die. Alright, come on. Powerful thing. Any powerful thing. So we're still taking 3, but we're at 10. And we're very much not dead now. That's good. Now play the land. Play Viserys here. Go to combat. Get in for 1. Doing it the slow way. I guess we could start, like, blocking and sacking at some point if we have to. Even just a kitchen finks would be nice. Just something that can slow this down. Opponent goes to combat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it worth it? Yeah, let's block and sack. We could still Court of Calling for a kitchen finks. Block, sack, scry. Land, definitely bottom. Ugh, there's a Death Shadow. Do we just have to cast Veil of Summer? Oh, I think we might have to. Just cycle it to draw a card. Ugh, more Noble Hierarchs. Ooh, Court of Calling. Alright, that's better. So we get to play Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Bloodstained Mire for opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, let's cord. X3. Get Kitchen Finks. Gain a bit of life. And yeah, we'll block. Yeah, block Swift Spear. Hopefully there's not... They can crack the fetch, grow the Death Shadow. Alright, staying alive. Untap. We draw nothing. I mean, I think we try to close out this game. Get in for 5. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. Down to 4. Oh, so close. Well, not the most combo-y of games, but we're in it. Very scared of Temur Battle Rage. We do not have an answer for Temur Battle Rage. Opponent. Tarmogoyf. Combat. Passes. Well, untap. I'll go to combat. Get in with Birds of Paradise. Hit our opponent. Down to 2. And yeah, Chronozoa. No Solemnity, so we're not infinite, but it is a creature that can block. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. No Temur Battle Rage. Nothing that gives trample. Trample is what can kill us. No trample. No trample. Oh, we got the GGs. Okay. Chronozoa. This deck actually is kind of getting people somehow, some way. Who would have thought the little illusion would be so good? Well, sweet. All right, against the odds time, we are trying to make infinite illusions, not tricks, illusions in modern, and this sounds fine. I mean, that sounds actually pretty good. All we're missing is a sack outlet, assuming we resolve everything and don't get thought seized. Now that we know we're up against a Watery Grave deck. Kitchen Finks. Well, Windswept Heath. Crack Windswept Heath. I think we are going to have to shock ourselves here for a Temple Garden? Yeah, let's get a Temple Garden. Temple Garden and Noblest of Hierarchs. Go. Well, oh dear. Oh dear, opponent's milling. Okay. Yeah, we did not build our deck with mill in mind. Fatal Push to slow us down. For some reason, randomly, I was listening to CIA Man from the Fugs this morning. Now I got that stuck in my head. Opponent. Get the Shelldock Isle down. Sure. Hiding things away. Misty. Crack it. Grab a Forest. And I think we just run out Kitchen Finks. I think having a clock actually seems helpful here. So Kitchen Finks resolves. We still need a sack outlet to go infinite. I guess eventually our opponent will most likely mill. If we draw the lands, Bowstrider, and we can get it back. Opponent, Glimpse, more milling. Getting close to the Shelldock. Land, please, maybe? Oh, boy. Have we met our match in mill? This might be our bad matchup. There's a sack outlet. Play Solemnity. The problem is, Infinite Life doesn't do anything against a mill deck. That is the bad news here. So we can gain infinite life, but we need more mana, and our opponent seemingly has milled a lot of mana. Oh, Visions to... Oh, yeah, this is bad news. Well, get him with Kitchen Finks. So, infinite life doesn't really do anything at all against mill. Might get a little bit easier after sideboarding when we bring in counter spells to try to defend. Oh, boy, Hedron Crab. A Borrow. More mill. This is going to turn on Shelldock Isle. Infinite Illusions could win this game, but Because we only have 3 lands, we're 2 turns away from actually doing that. About it. Passes. I honestly don't know if we have a land left that we can get. Gone. Oh, we should have a plains. I'll go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. No matter what we do, we need multiple turns. I think we... Pathedron Crab. I think we got to get rid of this. We're just so close to milling out. We're probably going to get milled out by the Sheldock Isle, honestly. Windswept Heath. Crack Windswept Heath. Please no archive. 1 land left. Yeah. Kitchen Finks number 2? Yeah, this is awkward. Mill is just a deck that does not care about our shenanigans. Archive Trap. 6 cards. Yeah. Our opponent could mill us out with Thought Scours at the moment. Mesmeric Orb. That's 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right. Yeah, this is a little bit awkward, especially in game 1 where our opponent just doesn't care. We had Infinite Life, but Infinite Life just doesn't do anything against our opponent's deck. Good news is, Veil of Summers come in. Mystical Disputes come in. Dovin's Vetoes come in. Night of Autumns probably come in. Kitchen Finks gonna mostly go out. Phyrexian Unlife only protects against damage. Doesn't do anything. What else? We still need Solemnity to go infinite with Chronozoa. We can go down Lost Oromancers. We can go down... Do we go down all the Kitchen Finkses? The only upside of Kitchen Finks is Infinite Scrying can help find our other combo pieces, but maybe we still just get rid of it. And maybe trim Path to Exiles? I think we need some because of Hedron Crab, but we don't need a ton. And maybe bring in the Mystical Dispute to get with Zur? Or maybe we just trim Zur. That might be better. Maybe we don't bring in Detention Sphere and leave in a Path? Let's try it like that. I guess Detention Sphere does get Mesmeric Orb, but so does Night of Autumn. Alright, so now we're all in on infinite Chronozoas. No Kitchen Fangs, but that's because gaining infinite life just doesn't do anything. Alright, we'll keep. I think we lead on the Noblest of Hierarchs. We can shock ourselves pretty freely, because our opponent's not going to kill us with damage, I don't think. And then if our opponent has Archive Trap, we can hopefully fizzle it with Veil of Summer next turn. Well, we do get a lot of good pieces after sideboarding. Still feels like a very awkward matchup. What do you say, opponent? What do you say? Breeding Pool, untapped, and Noble Hierarch. Go. Put it. Watery Grave, untapped, and Hedron Crab. Alright, I'm gonna have to find a way to deal with that. Path is away. So let's Misty Rainforest, crack Misty Rainforest, get a Temple Garden, untapped, Path Hedron Crab, Veil of Summer Archive Trap. Alright. That wasn't bad. Dealt with the first 2 mill spells, and then we got to draw a card. Veil of Summer's pretty good. Opponent down to 17. And Glimpse for the big mill, sure. Lots of Solemnities milled. I think we actually, alright, I think we play Noble Hierarch. Misty Rainforest, go to combat, get in with Noble Hierarch for 2. I think we want to wait till next turn to Chronozoa because we can leave up this Mystical Dispute this turn. Although we can't stop Mesmeric Orb, which is a little frightening. Polluter Delta. Cracks it. Swamp. Oh, we wanted those Solemnities. Extirpate on Solemnity. Yep. Well, we can't do anything about that. Alright, so that makes Chronozoa just a dork. Alright, go beatdowns. Oh, what a tough matchup. Vote it. I think we will Mystical Dispute basically anything, including Venture Deeper, mostly because it blocks, and we don't want that. Opponent's passing. Well, crack Misty. Get an Overgrown Tomb tapped. Untap. Well, play Chronozoa. Do we attack? I think we have to skip on attacking this turn, since we drew Veil of Summer. Veil's too good to pass up. And now we go Chronozoa beatdowns. Mind Funeral. Well, we will Veil of Summer. Opponent passing. Start the Vanishment. The old-fashioned way. Well, play Woe Strider. Windswept Heath. Go to combat. Get in for 5. I mean, maybe there's a chance this works. Maybe we can just beat down with a fair Chronozoa. The 2 Veil of Summers have fizzled like a ton of cards being milled. Pass the turn. Boat it. Passing. I don't think we're ever going to crack this fetch. Chronozoa. Vanishing. Temple Garden untapped. Go to combat. Swing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so get in for 6. with Woe Strider, Chronozoa. And opponent scoops it up? Okay. All right. Well, opponent shut down our combo, but the beatdowns and the Veil of Summers were enough for us to sneak out the win. Yeah. All right. Try it like that. That worked, though. I mean, we got a shot. It seems like things do... Oh, his hand's awkward. I don't think we can keep... Veil of Summer is good, but 2 pass are not. All right, this is arguably better. We'll put a... Birds to the bottom, I guess. Watery Grave. Untapped. And Hedron Crab. Yeah, we don't have an answer for that. Well, Temple Garden, untapped. Birds of Paradise, go. Yeah, this Hedron Crab's a lot of milling if our opponent has land drops. Yeah, I'll fetch land drops. That's even worse. All right, so Polluter Delta, mills for 3. 3 lands. Crags Polluter Delta, mills for 3. Lands are oh, Mesmeric Orb. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. All right, so this is really bad news for us. Yeah, so we start getting orbed. Windswept Teeth, crack Windswept Teeth. Oh, we don't even have black mana? I'll take a Breeding Pool untapped. Viscera Seer. Pass the turn. Boy, we have so many Chronozoas. Alright, the milling continues. Castle Vantress, mills for 3. Oh, 3 more lands. Oh, dear. Well, I'm not happy about this, but we can't have 2 Mesmeric Orbs. There's no way we beat 2 Mesmeric Orbs. I don't know if we beat 1 Mesmeric Orb. Drawing our Knight of Autumn would be nice to get rid of it. Or just a land, but we have so many lands that have randomly been milled. Oh, dear. Yeah, alright, we're in all kinds of trouble. We'll keep Court on top since it's getting milled anyway. Oh, I don't even know. I'll play Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch is fine. At least that's kind of like a land. Yeah, the fact that our opponent's milled so many lands might really come back to bite us here. We gotta hope our opponent does not have Ancestral Visions to refuel opponent. Watery Grave. Tapped. Mills more. Oh, 2 Solemnities. And a Veil of Summer. Extirpate Solemnity. Well, the combo's off the table. We're on the beatdown plan. So Knight of Autumn's our best draw. Opponent is down to 1 card, but if they have Visions of Beyond, that'll change quickly. So we get milled for 2. Well, alright. Go to combat, get him with Viscera Seer. And I think we are going to play Chronozoa. It does speed up our clock. We are going to get milled for 4 extra. Chronozoa, go. Alright, it's up to you, Illusion. Please no visions. Please no visions. Opponent gets milled. Glimpse. Mills. 20 cards in the deck. Opponent passes. We get milled for 5. 15 cards in the deck. Oh, there goes the Knight of Autumn. Alright. Go, Chronozoa. Veto's not the worst. Get in with Chronozoa. So now I think we want to focus on not tapping things if possible. Yeah, I think we have to veto that and hope. Alright. We need our opponent to whiff for a couple turns. We do not have any cards in our deck, but we do have a clock. Opponent. Whiff, 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 whiff. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Land off the top, please. Opponent gets milled. Yeah, we're dead to like 1 mill spell, probably. And there's Hedron Crab, so lands also count. Opponent passing. Well, we get milled. Go to combat, get in, hit ya. To 5, pass the turn. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Another crab. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, this is so close. We get milled for 1. Chronozoa vanishes. We get 2 Chronozoas. We pass the... Okay, I mean, this is it. This is it. We have lethal Chronozoas for next turn, but we're dead to anything. Opponent untaps, gets milled for 1. Visions of Beyond milled. Oh, no! A fetch land. Oh, yeah, that's lethal. That mills the rest of our deck. Wow. We were so close. Yeah, opponent has a land. Trigger. Well, I guess I guess it is possible to beat Infinite Illusions, but it requires a matchup that is just ridiculously bad for us, and we were still super close. One card away. I thought we had it. I thought we did. That's a tough spot, though. Drawing the second crab makes lands lethal and any of their actual mill spells lethal, so at that point, there's not a lot, other than our opponent drawing like surgical extraction type effects, there's not a lot we can actually hope for our opponent drawing that doesn't kill us. So like 50% or more of their deck by far is lethal. So I assume the odds are in favor of them top decking the win there. There's just not that many whiffs that don't mill us out from this board state. Oh, but we were one turn away. Oh, so close. Well, Deca actually seems pretty good. The one matchup that beat us is just ridiculously, lines up ridiculously well with what our deck's tried to do, and we still almost got there. Oh, mill. All right. Against the odds time, we are mulliganing, trying to make Infinite Illusions, and this hand's actually decent. So let's see, Noble Hierarch. What do we put to the bottom is the question. So we want to get to Zur to get Solemnity for Chronozoa. All right, we're gonna put Noble Hierarch to the bottom. This is a bit risky because we only have 2 lands. So if Noble Hierarch dies, we could be in a rough spot. But if we draw a land, turn 3 Zur, turn 4 potentially combo. Oh, is this control? Kitchen Finks. Well, Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty Rainforest. Get a... We need black, I think. Black and... let's go Watery Grave. Watery Grave untapped. And the kitcheniest of Finxes. To go along with the noblest of Hierarchs. Pestered. Let Fountain tapped. Yeah, so opponent probably going to have counter spells for years. But we'll see. Ooh, Calciform Pools. Interesting. So this might actually not be a counter spell deck. Wow, alright. Well, go to combat, attack. Solemnity is a pretty good draw. That means we suddenly don't actually need Zur so much. Opponent going to take 4. And, well, let's see if this resolves. We're going to go for it. Solemnity? This actually shuts down that Calciform Pools too, hilariously. Maybe Solemnity just, like, wrecks everyone on its own. Opponent. Oh, they do have counters! Oh, boo and hiss. Normally when you see Calciform Pools, it's like Enduring Ideal or something, and not a actual control deck. But apparently, our opponent is an actual control deck that also has Calciform Pools. Opponent passes. Go to combat, attack, hit our opponent down to 11. Visceraseer. Pass the turn. Yeah, opponent takes up Calciform Pools. Opponent is going to need something eventually, or they risk just dying to Kitchen Finks beats. Supreme Verdict. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we will sack Noble Hierarch. Woe Strider to the bottom. So apparently our opponent is just a janky control deck. Visceraseer. Chronozoa. Oh no. Oh boy. We are not having any luck with the Find a Land plan. Not even a bit. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, we're probably in a lot of trouble now. Huh. Opponent. Gonna play some Devastating Planeswalker. Probably better known as Jace the Mind Sculptor. Brainstorms. And... yeah, we're probably gonna scoop it up here momentarily. We just don't really have the lands to fight back, and our opponents... yeah, alright. Well, I'm probably going to get yelled at. I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at about being a quick scoop or whatever, but I'll take it rather than just have our opponent brainstorm and Jace us for 40 turns while we don't have any lands. All right. So that was annoying. Good news is we get Veil of Summers. We also get Mystical Disputes. We also get Dovin's Vetoes. We get to go down Phyrexian Unlife. Not very exciting. We get to at least trim Path to Exiles. Can we cut that? Maybe we can just cut them all together. Cut the Path to Exiles. And Detention Sphere could be fine. What else do we cut? Let's go down one Kitchen Finks. Run it like that. All right, all right, all right. So the bad news is, opponent having those Wraths is pretty obnoxious. But hopefully we'll have lands to cast our stuff this game. Well, all right. More lands than last time, at least, which is an improvement. Windswept Teeth. Crack Windswept Teeth. Get a Breeding Pool. Untapped. And Noblest of Hierarchs. Pass the turn. We still would like to hit lands. Getting down the Zur would be sweet. Tap land for our opponent. And passes. Yeah, that is a land. Windswept Teeth. Go. Do we attack? Yeah, I guess we attack. Gotta send the message. Opponent. Down to 19. Tap land. Oh, crack. Windswept Teeth. Snag. Let's see. Green, blue, black. I think we just take Temple Garden. Untapped. Oh my goodness. Why did I get that untapped? Oh dear. Oh dear. It didn't need to be untapped. It does let us leave up Dovin's Veto, but we don't really need Dovin's Veto. Well, play a Swamp. And, I mean, we are going to run out Zur. If it gets pathed, it gets pathed. But our opponent can't leave up a counter this turn. And then we do have counters to defend it next turn. And we have Chronozoa. And we also have Court of Calling. So we're not super duper far away from making Infinite Illusions. Flooded Strand for our opponent. Cracks Flooded Strand. Island. Ancestral Suspended. Ooh, does this mean we actually get to get in a Zur attack? Well, go to combat. Get in with Zur. Grab Solemnity. Hit our opponent. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? All right, let's pass the turn. The risk is our opponent could Wrath, and that would be bad for us. But what we'd like to do is just court up the Seer and then make infinite Chronozoas. Yeah, we're going to try it. Court of Calling. Get Seer. Untap. Ooh, we even draw the land. That's even better. Well, go to combat. Get in with Zur. Solemnity Part 2. It might be happening. It might be happening. About it. Cryptic. Mystical Dispute. Combat. Get in with Zur. Solemnity number 2 as a backup. Hit our opponent, but that's not the big payoff. The big payoff is, and this protects us from Wraths too. That's the biggest deal. Like, this beats board wipes. This beats bounce spells. This basically beats anything our opponent can do here. It beats Path to Exile, so Chronozoa, and we will start sacking. Make Infinite Illusions. We want to make a couple now, just to play around Path type effects and bounce type effects. Yeah. Illusion Twin, assembled. And we will scry Temple Garden to the bottom, Court of Calling to the bottom, Howler Fountain to the bottom. All right, pass the turn. All right, opponent. Takes down Ancestral. Sure. Can you beat Infinite Chronozoas? So if our opponent Wraths here, it's awesome for us. Yes! Yes! Yes, this is even better. All right. So we're going to maintain priority. Sack. 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 Because they're all going to come back. They have no time counters. Sack, 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 sack. Get a bunch more Chronozoas. Birds to the bottom. Birds to the bottom. I mean, we could do this till we had hundreds, but that's just going to take a lot of time for no reason. And we are going to get double the number of Chronozoas from them dying here. Yep. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, resolves. Oh, nice Supreme Verdict, opponent! The duplication has arrived. And opponent scoops it up. Well, that's good. Good Supreme Verdict protection. I mean, I still don't know if this is a good matchup by any stretch, but that was a good game. That was a good game for sure. Let's go down Lost Oromancers for Detention Sphere. Run it like that. Without Phyrexian Unlife, Lost Oromancers loses some value since for it to combo, we already need Solemnity out. So getting Solemnity with it's not very helpful. Yeah, all right, sure. Sand's not exciting, but we got a Veil of Summer. We got a Chronos and a Sack Outlet, so need a Solemnity, I guess? Breeding Pool. Untapped. Noble Hierarch. Wrath could be an issue. Veil of Summer does not save us from Wrath. Opponent. Plains and passes. Play a Swamp. And yeah, let's Kitchen Finks. resolves. We're pretty okay with getting pathed at the moment. We could actually use the land. Ooh, opponent's missing their land drop. Okay. And scoops it up! Taking down the evil control! We broke it! We broke it! We broke it with infinite illusions! Taking down control! I mean, we weren't going to do anything for a minute, but that's fine. Like, we had counters, we had Veil of Summer, we had mana. Eventually, we would have done things. Well, yeah. Control, no problem. All you need is infinite illusions. Sweet. Alright, against odds time. We are mulliganing, trying to make infinite illusions in, what do we keep here? Let's go Lost Oromancers to the bottom. Phyrexian Unlife can buy us some time to find Chronozoa and Solemnity. Or like Zur to find them, potentially. That looks reasonable. Alright, opponent. Gonna gain some life. Maybe a Heliod Soul Sisters deck. Well, Noble Hierarch. You. Yes, you get to gain life. Opponent. Good news is infinite illusions will be our opponent gaining life eventually. Opponent gets in, hits us, sure. Although our opponent is going to be gaining lots of life. Kitchen Finks. Boy, is this going to be a game where both players have infinite life? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to deal with that. All right, buckle up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We might be here a while. I mean, if we just draw Solemnity, we have infinite life, but us gaining infinite life also gains our opponent infinite life. So we might want to be conscious of how many cards are in our library. Technically, we are ahead on cards in library right now. So that would mean not cracking fetch lands and waiting 51 turns. Oh my god. So many Soul Wardens. Oh, I kind of hope we draw it now just to see what happens. Alright, Viscera Seer. Yeah, you gain a bunch of life. I think we are going to run out the Phyrexian on life. I'm not especially worried about our life total at the moment, but maybe I should be. Actually, I guess there's not really any reason to run it out. Let's just play a tap land. It doesn't do anything yet. Yeah, let's get in with Kitchen Fang. So if our opponent wants to triple block, I think we're okay with that. Getting rid of all the Soul Wardens. And we want to keep our opponent below 30 because of Serra Ascendant. That is the way things could go wrong. If our opponent sticks to Serra Ascendant, and is over 30 life, yeah, this opponent up to 28, getting close. No attacks. Yes. Yes. Oh god. Oh my god. It's happening. Okay. Yeah, well, we will play Solemnity. Oh my goodness, this match. Oh dear. Oh dear. Misty Raid for us, but we're not gonna crack it. Let's get in with Kitchen Fangs and see what our opponent does. It's kind of free because we sack it and get it back. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Opponent. Going to block, sure. Well, that's fine. That means our opponent gains slightly less infinite life, although still infinite. Alright, so where we're at right now is... we can sacrifice this Kitchen Figs an infinite number of times to gain infinite life. But our opponent has 2 Soul Wardens, so they will also gain 2 life every time Kitchen Figs comes into play. Well, alright. So what are we looking? I guess what we do is we scry until we find Chronozoa. And then in theory, infinite illusions would be infinite life. Solemnity bottom. So we gain infinite life. Our opponent also gains infinite life. This is a little more awkward than it's supposed to be. And a lot of matchups just gaining infinite life wins the game, but not here. Alright, there's Chronozoa. Alright, so we untap. I think Chronozoa on this board state, though, still means we win. So Chronozoa. What a weird matchup. So opponent's going to gain a ridiculous amount of life, and they have these 6/6 lifelinkers. But eventually infinite 3/3 flyers beats infinite life. That's the theory, at least. Alright, so we'll pass the turn. Our opponent, at this point, I think let's crack this. I think library size is not going to matter now. We'll crack this, get a Overgrown Tomb.
and just play second Viserys here. That's one way the combo could fizzle, would be like a whole bunch of Path to Exiles on our sack outlets. All right, opponent. Oh, get in there. Get in with your Sarah Ascendants. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, no one knows what Chronozoa does, so we will teach our opponent a quick lesson. Quick Chronozoa lesson. Opponent gains a ton of life. Land to the bottom. What do we want now? Uh-oh. Yeah, opponent's realizing, like, Path doesn't actually do anything. Chronozoa's sacked. Gain some life. Scry. I don't even think we want Zur here. I think we want to sack one. We want to have enough Chronozoas that. Ooh, we'll keep. Yeah, sure, whatever. We haven't really played Lost Oromancers yet. Let's play Lost Oromancers. So now we can block with everything. Which actually, our opponent will learn just makes more Chronozoas. Yeah. So we kill Sarah's Ascendant. Opponent gets a ton of life. We get more Chronozoas. And Johnny's Bridemate. Can we win here? Can we make enough Chronozoas that we actually win this game? All right, let's do it this way. Let's maintain priority. Sack. Oh, we have auto yields. Okay. Oh my goodness, opponent's getting so much life. So I think actually what we do is we do this until we hit a path. And then we can pass Sarah Ascendant, and then we can start attacking. Bottom. Infinite Illusions. But our opponent's at 90 life and counting. They're gaining 4 every time we do this. You know what would actually be funny is with Chord of Calling, we could play one Emrakul and scry until we find Chord of Calling, and then... Oh, opponent. All right, opponent scoops it up. Whew, lots of life gain. Lots of life gain, but too many illusions. All right, so we'll bring in, I guess, the Detention Sphere and go down the Lost Oromancers. Run it like that. Oh, that was strange. It is pretty hilarious that once Chronozoa gets going, whenever they die, we just get more. So it's actually pretty punishing for some decks. We've seen that, like, removal, attacking, etc. just doesn't do much. Well, we got Solemnity. We will keep. We do like Solemnity. Planes for our opponent passes. Yeah, once some teeth go. I don't think there's any reason to rush out Viserys here without anything to do with it. Planes for our opponent in Pridemate. Well, crack, Windswept Teeth. Green. Let's take Breeding Pool. Probably need it eventually. Yeah, there's Kitchen Fangs. Yeah, I think we do play Viserys here now. Pass the turn. Since we drew Kitchen Fangs, we're actually close to the Kitchen Fangs combo. Rest for the Weary. Opponent gains some life. Sure. Grows the Bridemate. 8 life. That's a lot. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah. Down to 14. Windswept Teeth. Crack, Windswept Teeth. Get a Plains. And let's stop this Pridemate from growing. Solemnity. It is kind of funny how many decks not being able to put counters on things actually is relevant against. Like, there's a lot of just random cards where you play Solemnity, and then all of a sudden, ooh, Path. Yeah, I guess we'd rather have a land than a Scry. Thin the deck. Get a Forest. Infinite Finks is nice. Even just to block Pridemate. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 10. Court is also decent. That should be able to do something eventually. So play Kitchen Finks. Gain some life. Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next turn we can technically chord for Zur. But all Zur gets is... that would be a combo if there wasn't a Solemnity. All Zur gets is... I guess it gets a removal spell, but not much. We might actually want to chord for Sack Outlet and gain infinite... Oh, opponent. Opponent. I don't think you thought this through. No, you can't have counters. Got him. Oh, protect. Okay. Well, they still didn't really think this through because Kitchen Finks still comes back. It still doesn't have a counter. So all that happens is we each gain some life? Yup. Woe Strider. We will play Woe Strider. So we have infinite life, but I don't really care about infinite life because our opponent also gains infinite life. We we need to find our Chronozoa, which we can do next turn. So just play the land, leave up path. Do we even get in with Finks? Let's not get in with Finks. Pass the turn. So if nothing goes wrong here, we have infinite illusions for next turn. And our opponent, yes, they will gain infinite life, but Sarah said that. Well, we can path that when we need to. So opponent will gain infinite life, but as we saw last game, infinite illusions beats infinite life. Play the land. We will just pass. And when our opponent attacks with Sarah Ascendant, we'll get Chronozoa and go infinite. So the way this fizzles is if our opponent can path Woestrider. Oh, opponent, have we got a blowout for you? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chord, X4. Chronozoa. And sack Chronozoa. Make more Chronozoas. Oh, opponent is gaining life. We'll sack Chronozoa, make more Chronozoas. And I mean, I think this just does it again. Boy, this plan is way more effective than it seems like it should be. Birds of Paradise to the bottom. Windswept Heath definitely to the bottom. Swamp to the bottom. Do a bit of blocking. Make more Chronozoas. Oh, so good. So opponent gains a bunch of life, but we get even more Chronozoas. So, I mean, I think we just are supposed to make enough Chronozoas that we have lethal? Like, I assume that that is what we're supposed to do here, which is many more Chronozoas, but, I mean, I guess we could path the Soul Attendant, but I don't think it's necessary. And we got the GG's Illusion Twin. Nice little friendly conversation with our opponent, bemoaning that Felidar Sovereign, a little bit short on mana, which that actually would have been scary, but we did have Path, and we can, once we get the combo set up, one of the fringe benefits against things like Felidar Sovereign, which that's not usually something you have to worry about, but one of the fringe benefits against things like that, or even just a Sarah Ascendant, is we have a path in hand, but with this scrying, we can just scry until we have another path and draw that next turn. If we need to do it again, scry until we have a path, do it the next turn. Weird matchup where going infinite is a little bit more clunky than normal, just because our opponent's gaining life when we make our tokens, but Infinite Illusions! Still getting it done. Well, sweet. So what do we learn this week about Infinite Illusions in Modern? And I gotta say, the deck worked way better than I would have expected. We went 4-1. We beat Death Shadow, we beat a Infect deck, we beat Control, we beat Soul Sisters. Our one loss came to Mill, which is uniquely set up to not care about what we're doing. Doesn't care about infinite life. Doesn't especially care about infinite Chronozoas because it can just mill us out before we get it going. And it has all these extirpates and surgical extraction. So if they can mill over like a Solemnity, they exile it. We can never do anything. And even in that matchup, which, like I said, is like uniquely set up to hose our deck, we were super close. We were a turn away from actually winning that match as well. So the deck was surprisingly competitive. More exciting, Chronozoa was actually the way we won most of our games. I think we got like a infinite life Kitchen Finks win, but really, infinite Chronozoas were how we were winning the games, and Chronozoa was hilarious. People have no idea how to play against Chronozoa's Solemnity. We had like blue-white control, we had a few Chronozoas, we had Solemnity, and our opponent cast the Pre-Verdict and actually just doubled the number of our creatures, kind of exactly the opposite of what a Supreme Verdict is supposed to do. We had people like attacking into them, and we just like block and get more Chronozoas. So Chronozoa was like actually very good. The other thing we learned about this deck that is hilarious, and the best example of this is the Infect matchup, but a lot of decks just incidentally have cards that get hated on by Solemnity. Like, the dream is Infect. We play against Infect, we just play Solemnity and our opponent can't win. So we get some like hilarious free wins, like Blood Moon style, just jank out decks with Solemnity, but even outside of just, haha, we got Infect, there were like Ajani's Pridemates that we played against, Scavenging Oozes that we played against, random lands that get counters like Blast Zone. So there's actually, in a decent number of decks, at least something that's getting +1/+1 counters, and Solemnity just like incidentally shuts that down, which is not game winning. I mean, it's game winning against Infect. It's not game winning against Johnny's Pridemate or a Scavenging Ooze, but it still is this weird, nice upside. So we got some free Solemnity wins. We got a ton of Chronozoa wins.
and the deck actually just worked surprisingly well. It was pretty consistent. The combo itself was really effective for winning games. It's kind of hilarious, even though we have to wait a turn to attack with our Chronozoas, which is one of the downsides of this compared to like Splinter Twin, another infinite creature combo. Like with Splinter Twin, you make hasty creatures, they win right away. With Chronozoa Solemnity combo, we make infinite Chronozoas, but we have to wait to attack with them until our next turn. The upside is our opponent can't really kill them, because if they kill them, we actually get more Chronozoas. So unlike other combos, we're not actually afraid of wraths or removals. Like, sure, go ahead, wrath our board, give us more Chronozoas. So even though we don't win the turn we get the Chronozoas, we're pretty much guaranteed to win the next turn, especially since we have infinite blockers that come back and make even more attackers for the next turn. So the deck was sweet, Chronozoa was sweet, Solemnity was sweet, everything about it was sweet. I really enjoyed this deck. Hopefully you did as well. So anyway, that's been Against Odds for this week. Infinite Illusions for Modern. We'll be back next week playing some new Ikoria stuff. Super hyped for that. So until then, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.